Tigo Pikin.
One for life.
How far?
I didn't know, Papa.
How you never talk to us about your foundation. You've got your Bamene Foundation. How is that going?
So far, so
what
good.
is it about?
The Bamene Foundation is just an organization. It's an NGO that is out to give a helping hand to.
Is it a registered NGO?
Of course, I'm a legal civilian. I do everything legal. I'm a legal man. I do everything legal. Yeah, actually, my NGO is registered. It's registered. Every legit organization, first of all, that's the first procedure of every legit organization. So we're all about giving, lending a helping hand to. I don't like saying less privileged, to people who are in need of support, and we see that we can offer.
That's less privileged.
I know, but yeah. It has to. We also do
less
development projects.
It's not an insult.
Anyways, some people see it differently. It has a lot of projects. We do development projects also. We do community works also. It's not just about helping people. It's also about bringing development to the community society, and stuff like that. Yeah. It's just a way of us seeing how we can better our community. That's just it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
So people should go support the Bamene Foundation. How would you like your support? Morally,
spiritually, financially, all the least.
Do you have like a page where people can see your doings?
On Facebook, we are the Bamene Foundation. We have a website. We have our website also, www.bamenefoundation.org. Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you support.
Yep.
We need more people like Mr. Ayo.
Yes,
in our community. Yeah, we really need that.
Yes,
Okay. What actually inspired you to, start an NGO? If you can give us that story and convince me and Mr. Eno that everything is legit.
No, what do you mean by legit? NGO is not a betting site. It's a lifetime something. Okay. Anyway, that's a very good question. It's very interesting. I come from a background where we are trained.
The way Eno is
I can see him. That's my Eno.
No, I'm here. No. I've not said anything. Have I said? I've not opened my mouth yet.
Let me. I know Eno's thoughts and feelings. I understand.
How do you know my thoughts and feelings?
Because we've had this topic before. In every organization, there are bad seeds. Even in the church, there are fake prophets. You get?
Okay.
It's not because some NGOs are exploiting people and making money for themselves that every NGO is like that. By the way,
what inspired your NGO?
Let's begin. I was about giving you that story before the facial expression of Enoch got into the topic. Now, this NGO stuff was not my idea.
Okay.
It has never been my idea to have an NGO. I come from a background where we are trained to always help.
All right.
No matter the little we have. That is how we grow up. That is how we have grown, not only as human beings, but also in our individual sectors.
So NGOs back in the day helped you. Now you've
not
created
NGO,
yours.
I'm still giving you a background of how it came about. So, aside of this NGO, let me say like almost 5, 6, 7 years ago, I started this thing of always like every summer holidays I'll buy stuff from most of the people I know around me that are really, even though I was not making it public, I want going back to school, they'll give you finance, I'll go into my money, remove some bit of money, they buy stuff for my friends or some people around me that I know that they really need this stuff than me. I'll buy it and give it. And I was doing music. So I have a manager Mr. Alfred, Mr. Ngum Alfred, they call him Kiss Bliss the Oracle. He has been in the
Shout out
NGO
to the Oracle.
world. Yeah, shout out to the Oracle. He has been in the NGO world. So
I didn't say anything. I just said shout out. I just said shout out to the Oracle. What did I say? I just said shout out to the Oracle. What did I say?
he understands.
That's the funniest name I've ever heard.
It's a long story.
Okay.
He understands this is somebody who has done a lot for the community in Tico when it comes to entertainment. And at one point, he was like, he saw how people have been exploiting him because of his kindness. He decided that no, this thing, I'm not going to do it my way. I'm going to do it the legal way. So I'll have the legal backing from the government. In case of anything, I can back myself up. That's how he registered his NGO. So he now understood that Ayo is the type of person that always helps people. So when I got into this country, I was sending money back home, do this for this person, do this for this person. And he called me one day and said, Ayo, these things you are doing are good. I know we are fond of helping people, but do it the legal way. People are exploiting you. People have taken your money and gone. You cannot do anything. People have done this, I've done this. Me and you, we know. So I want you to have a registered NGO, and you have backings that if you want to organize your programs, you go with your community duties, you can have legal authorization to do these things. That is how the NGO came about. So it is not that I got into UK and decided to have it's something that I've been doing since.
So this is so an oracle inspired you to open up an NGO.
Yeah.
To sacrifice.
See, I'm just coughing.
Anyway, I'm just joking. No, let me ask you this. Mr. A. What is the main mission of your organization?
The main mission of our organization is give a better community to our people. Make a better community to our people. Like
for your people.
We are creating a better community for our people, our community. You know, well, that's just the goal. Be it by financial assistance. We don't only do financial projects. We have few works like going to clear the environments.
So what's your mission statement?
We cannot help everybody, but everybody can help somebody.
So is your NGO, just for your immediate community, or do you lend a hand?
Who is your community? You are my community.
Who be your community?
Everybody around you is community. You get the community we're talking about. It's not like
it's not the
Tico or no. It is like making where you are a better place. How can I contribute?
No, particularly your NGO.
The headquarters of my NGO is in Tico. But my goodness does not limit in Tico. It's not limited to only Tico people. I do NGO works in Limbe. I do NGO works in Kwakwa. I do NGO works in Bunge.
Please carry an NGO and clean the Limbe beach. The Limbe down beach.
Am I cancel?
Clean down beach Limbe. No, you're not doing. You're doing the work.
I know where you're going to.
Go and clean. Carry an NGO and clean down beach Limbe, please. That's what.
So, Mr. Ayo, still on this NGO program.
Yeah.
How do you measure the impact of your NGO work?
What do you mean by measure? What do you mean
How do you measure the progress? How do you see how it's going when you donate money? I don't know how it works. When you give money to someone, how do you measure the impact, the progress?
First of all, it's not about donating money. I don't know why you cannot use another example. Yeah, only about donating money. It's not about donating money. See, the way NGO functions is no NGO functions on their own. You understand? Every NGO works in partnership with other NGOs because I might be my NGO might just be only for community works. Whereas you can have an NGO who is there only for health purposes. Their own work is to work and test people for blood, so many diseases and stuff like that for free. So different NGOs are there with different things, so people will merge.
Okay.
So I cannot really say you measure the growth because there's nothing to grow there. I'm not growing anything. We just my aim is I identify a problem, I see how to solve it. That's it. If I solve the problem, goal achieved. If I don't solve it, there's more work to do. That's just it.
So, Mr. Eno, how can people like you get involved in organizations like his, and how can
Like
you
which
learn
organization?
helping hand to the Environment
I
Foundation?
put it to you. Yeah, NGO is a scam. I put it to you. The Environment Foundation is a scam. I put it to you here.
I don't know why did you say that.
No. Okay, now on a serious note, though. Okay, that was a joke. That was a joke.
Yeah.
That was a joke. But on a serious note, though, right? NGOs, the acronym NGO stands for non-governmental organizations, isn't it? Or mostly called non-profit organizations, right? Now, the origin of NGOs was for individuals who had experiences in different fields and who had some connections, and they can come together and help the development of the community in one way, in any way possible, which is legal. That's why NGOs don't pay taxes. NGOs, they don't pay taxes, especially once they are registered by. When you actually register it, it becomes legal. It becomes legitimate. So you don't pay taxes, and you have a legal
Permission.
No, not legal permission. You have a legal existence. It's a legal entity. NGOs become a legal entity. Yeah, NGO can sue you, and you can also sue the NGO. So, however, in recent times, before this, right? I'll give an example. One of the first NGOs that got to Manu Health Organization was from my grandfather, right? So I know about NGOs to the fingertip, right? Manu Health Organizations, you can go and do your fact check. We built 6 hospitals in Manu. The hospital in my village, it was not a government hospital, was built by our NGO. The water project in my village was done by our NGO. The first 2 classrooms
The
in my
hospital,
village.
do you mean just the building or equipment?
The building and all the equipment.
Okay.
Manu helped to build, and they equipped it. We built hospitals in, I think there's another village in Mbakang, I think in Munaya. We built around Manu division. I think there was another one in Eshobi, So we had, it had to do with health. So they were constructing water projects for villages, health centers for villages, little health centers for villages, and also public toilets systems, But then, I think in the early 90s, right up to the early 2000s, NGOs were functioning. But recently, like from early 2000s right until presently, most NGOs are scams. Like, I put it to anybody out there.
With the exception of the Environment Foundation.
I put it to the Environment Foundation. Well, I don't know yet.
Okay.
On a serious note, I don't know because we cannot verify their data. But then, most NGOs are scams and they are fronts for money laundering.
So give us
Most
an example of what you're saying, because that's such a big claim.
There are I'm an economist. By study. Yeah, I studied economics. And 1 + 1 gives you 2. We cannot give you 11. Right? Numbers don't lie. Most NGOs, most people are using NGOs to raise money for their own lives. NGO is now a legitimate hustle. Right? People go abroad and they are working on minimum wage, and they create a form of NGO, get some 1 or 2 kids from back home, and they take photos. That is why the picture that the white people have about Africa is all about kids suffering. A lot of that image, that damage has been done by NGOs.
And most of the adverts on British television is
all of those adverts
suffering African children.
All of those adverts are coming from NGOs.
NGOs, yes.
Because people are using those adverts, using those children. Nowadays, any NGO that has to do with afforestation, climate change, it's good cash out for people. Any NGO that has to do with gender equality is cash out for people. Any NGO that has to do with domestic violence is cash out for people. All of those things, people are not actually going into it to solve the problem, but people are going into it to cash out. There are a lot of NGO owners who are using their NGO money to build their houses, to build schools, to build investments. we know them in Boya, we know them in Douala, we know them in Limbe, we know them. I can call names. No, but I'm not like I'm saying. I'm saying that I'm yet to verify him. But I have seen people in
So are you verifying that his deeds are done correctly, or are you verifying that his company is actually
most
legit?
people raise funds and they use 10% of those funds to carry out charitable works, and the rest 90% of the fund goes to their private accounts.
Okay.
You understand? So people can go get some hungry kids in schools, go to those our old schools, dilapidated schools, buy some stuff, buy some books for the children, buy some bags, pose it with the children, give it to them, take photos, take videos, and then they take it abroad and they use it to raise funds and carry out their own private work. There are people whose full-time jobs are NGOs.
Mbamene, do you fall in that pocket?
I think I just want to correct something here, Mr. Eno. I understand what Eno is saying. I agree 100% with what he's saying about some NGOs.
Most NGOs, not most, 99% of NGOs now, they are all into those scams and money laundering.
Okay. Now let's understand something here. There are NGOs who do fundraising to carry out projects. There are NGOs who visit people, knock their doors, and explain their projects to them for fundings and stuff like that. In the Mbamenes Foundation,
you don't do any of that.
We don't go to people.
People come to you.
Not even people come to us. We identify a problem in our community. We bring the budget to solve the problem.
Where does the funding come from?
It's our money.
Money from your pocket.
From our pocket. See, this NGO stuff, I don't want you to see it as so proper. That's definitely. That's what I'm going to. I don't want you to see it as a solo something. This is a legacy. This is
how many people are involved in the
That's what I'm saying. The whole Mbamenes family. You get. That is why it is the Mbamenes Foundation. It is not the Mbamene Foundation. It's the Mbamenes Foundation. You get. It's not my thing. It is our thing.
I see what this is.
I bring 500k. My wife bring her own. The children bring their own. Their uncles, their sisters, their this. Everybody contributes. We carry out projects. We don't go and meet anybody for anything.
Okay.
If you feel like we identify a problem, let me say we can bring a problem of somebody. Now, the way we do our own contribution, the way we do contribution in the Mbamene Foundation is, if I identify a woman who is sick, I go to that woman and I bring her problem to the social media. We'll put her details so people to support her. We are like middlemen between you and people. We tell people this person is suffering. This is why the Mbamene Foundation is there. You are opportune to be in a position where you can talk and people listen.
So are you a middleman that's the money comes into your account?
The money does not come. You're a middleman that you identify the person. God uses you.
So don't you think that if you send the money directly to that person might use it for something else? Why don't you go in the middle and use the money and help the person?
If they send the money to the person and the person uses it for something else, that is the person's problem.
But you haven't solved the problem.
No. Our problem, our job. No, listen. The problem is you don't pay attention to what I'm saying.
Okay, sir.
Our job is to identify your problem,
but not to solve it.
No, listen, and link you to people who can help you. We are not the one bringing the help to you. We are taking you to the help.
I see.
That is the difference. We are taking you to the help.
If what you're saying is true, I have no idea about. I understand.
What you're saying
no. Seriously, I understand what you're saying, right? And I really commend you for it. And I'm going to support you because you're my brother anyway.
How much are we talking about?
No, see.
I'm probably the million.
This part of support. Anyway, just here.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
But why are you supporting someone who always sees problems and don't actually solve?
No. The first part of solving a problem is actually the first part of solving something is
so
actually accepting the thing.
You're giving him helping him financially to scout for problems.
Why must it be? That is the problem. Why do you people always think helping hand has to do with money? Enoch can have dresses
Can he
that
just
he does
give you
not
moral
use.
support?
Of course, why not? Even
Yeah,
prayers.
and technical
Even
support as well.
prayers. Why not? We'll go to risky
see.
places. We'll go to villages that people will not welcome you there. We need prayers. We are going for such missions.
See, the thing is, you are just okay. You are doing it right? You can be doing it right, but however, you Mbamene Foundation, Mbamene's Foundation, excuse me, is an insignificant part of the whole NGO cartel, right? Because
It's a cartel.
No,
yes,
the NGO,
it's the whole NGO cartel, which is now like an industry. Because first of all, NGOs are exempted from paying taxes. That's why you see every Dick and Harry now wants to own an NGO. You see people in Cameroon who don't even have a job, they own an NGO. You understand? They can't even take care of themselves. They are still living with their parents, but they own an NGO. They are in the University of Boya. They own their own NGO. They are using those NGOs to make money. You understand? Because NGOs in Cameroon don't pay taxes. So they want in Boya, actually, they are used as funds for money laundering for those internet fraudsters, those internet scammers.
So,
yes, because,
let me ask you
let me give you a number. Let me break it down for you. Right? Let me break it down
It seems like this NGO thing is touching a nerve.
No, because I've seen it. I've been involved in a few, and I understand those kind of things. You understand?
So what advice can you give to a young guy who wants to open up an NGO?
Well, a young guy who's opening up an NGO, what have you achieved for your own self that you're going to dedicate your life? It's
you can dedicate your life to help other people, just like the Mbamene's Foundation.
No. He's okay. He's basically okay. Right? He's in the UK. He's got a steady job, and he's you can see that he can have some spare, right? Even if he's giving £1,000 a year to Mbamene's Foundation, or £2,000 a year to Mbamene's Foundation, that's almost 2 million saving francs. Right? You can't be in Cameroon and you don't have a job and you have an NGO. What are you giving? What are you giving? You understand?
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, you see young people, footballers, they have NGOs, musicians, they have NGOs, all those things. But most of those people who
for tax evasion.
Some of those people is not tax evasion because they are legally exempted from paying taxes. Some of those people, yes, they are using NGOs to avoid some of those taxes, right? And you see some of those NGOs, their spouses are working in them, their family members are working in those NGOs and have huge sums of money as salaries, which they don't pay taxes on. You understand? So, in terms of money laundering, right? The source of NGOs revenue is donations, right? And the donors are anonymous, right? And whoever donates to an NGO, they have the freedom to accept it, no matter where the money is coming from. So most of those finances that are getting to those NGOs, they are being used to launder money. Most of those NGOs are used to launder money. So people can get money through criminal activities, bring it to NGOs, and the NGOs will now launder the money. You understand? So it's not just most non-governmental organizations like charity organizations, churches, even some regular businesses are also using money laundering. But majority of them now that are used in money laundering in our countries are NGOs. That is why every Dick, Tom, and Harry now has an NGO. And you look at their NGO, you don't see any project that they carry out. You don't see any impact that they are creating, but you just see them online. NGO here, NGO there. They are existing without doing anything. They are just like fictitious companies. They don't do anything.
So, Mr. Mbamene. Yes. Sorry for using your organization as an example. But can you share us a success story to convince our viewers? Maybe someone would like to reach out to help out. So give us a success story so you can fine-tune the heart of the people.
No, we are not. It's not a publicity from our NGO, and we are not. We believe that God touches the heart of people to see the importance of what we are doing and come to the aid of the people, not us. We accept donations. We accept all kinds of donations. It's not only financially. And anyways, so far so I would say. And the impact we have we've had just in the short while that we've opened this NGO is amazing. It's amazing, you know. We have succeeded in helping mothers in the interior. I come from a community where the whole village was burnt down. People are living in the forest.
Where is that?
Kwakwa?
Kwakwa, okay.
People are living in the bush.
Wow.
There are people in the forest. As I'm talking to you now, it's not like they cannot come back to the community. The war is almost, let me say the war is finished, but everywhere is almost okay. But so people are comfortable with that lifestyle already. They find it difficult to come back. And coming back to the town, to the village where you don't have a house, where will you stay? You have to first of all stay a little bit in the bush and make sure you build a place back home before going back there. So people are suffering. You know, we'll see how we can provide medications, provide some few things. People give birth to children in the bush.
Wow.
My brother, you don't understand. If you have not been there, you will not understand. So we know the pain of these people, and we try to see. So far, so good. We have succeeded in doing few community works, like community charity projects back home, and also some community works like, you know, keeping our community clean, all those the health center, those public places where people have abandoned them, we'll make sure we go there, clean it, you know, so that they can be using it, they can start using it for, like the health center now, we're doing Operation Clean the Health Center in Kwakwa. Operation Clean the Health Center, when we want to see how we can have medications that can be placed there for people to be. It is not about
Tico was named one of the cleanest places in Southwest.
Yeah.
Was in Bamene Foundation part of that?
No. Tico,
one of the cleanest places. Tico Olimbe.
The fourth cleanest town in the whole of Cameroon was Tico 2023.
Interesting.
And the Bamenes Foundation was registered legally. We're giving the go ahead.
Was it registered in the UK or registered in Cameroon?
No, back home in Cameroon. I think the SDO gave us the final. But that was, I think, the 31st of December 2023. So by then we are not. That when that award was given to Tico, we're not operational, so we're not part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but we have the practical picking rap competition under the Bamenes Foundation that we're doing now, which
Promoting
is to promote
talent.
Your foundation is promoting people rapping.
Yeah. Our foundation is not only about
developing the society.
It's not only about promoting those rapping. It is promoting talent and networking, linking them with
dancing,
other networks.
football, anything whatsoever.
We also have football tournaments that we're organizing because we believe the youths. The youths are the
future of tomorrow.
The future, not only the future.
That's what they told us long time ago.
You can easily for you to destroy a country, you have to first of all capture the minds of the youths. That's the simple truth. So what we are doing is we are trying to see
the minds of the youth.
We are building their mind. We're trying to get them busy and show them the right path why doing this thing. You know, link them with people that are already there who are more experienced than them, telling them how you can end. Okay, you want to do music, cool. Under the Bamenes Foundation, we have a record label that's End-to-End Nation, which is in partnership with the Bamenes Foundation. We link you up with artists, we link you up with directors, we link you up with promoters. All these things for free. People pay thousands, millions to get these connections.
Who is the founder of Bamenes Foundation?
He's seated right there in front of your face.
I am the founder of the Bamenes Foundation.
Who is the founder of End-to-End Nation?
I am the co-founder of End-to-End Nation.
Okay. I rest my case.
Okay. No, see,
Mr. Eno, is he doing well, or do you think there should be an improvement?
Anything. I just asked.
The thing is,
I just asked a question.
No, see, what you have to understand is these are two different worlds. I can have
you merge them.
No, not even like merging them. We can have I have, like, let me say 5 directors I work with under End-to-End Nation.
The music label.
In the music label. I have like 7 directors, producers I work with under End-to-End Nation.
Movies.
Now, music producers.
Okay.
Producers. Now, I cannot organize a community project like this as End-to-End Nation, because under End-to-End Nation, it is not only me. You have partners that are investing also in the record label. I have co-founders. I have so many people, investors, they are there. Now, these people, you have to convince them to understand the importance of linking with the Environmentalist Foundation, which is my full project, and help these children. You understand? It is just an advantage for me to be on End-to-End Nation that I can easily know how to explain things to these children and them. You are just like a middleman, like I earlier said, you are a middleman everywhere. And that's the importance of you being there as the middleman, because you go out there, you see people, you get the connections, you bring it back and give it to them. That's the importance of the NGO. That's how we better the community. If today I happen to see somebody like Central C here, and I do a collabo with him, and he really likes the project, and he's like, bro, where you come from? Do you have talents like this? I tell you, yeah. Under the Environmentalist Foundation, we have projects like this that we do for talent scouting and stuff like that. I will not say End-to-End Nation. No, I'm not going under End-to-End, because End-to-End Nation does not organize rap competitions. It's a record label. You understand? That does not organize that. So it has a lot of advantages, networking. You cannot have an NGO succeed without networking. You must network. That is why I said earlier here that NGOs must coexist. If you cannot coexist, you can never have an NGO with other NGOs. You can never have an NGO because you cannot do things on your own. Yeah, this summer we are planning to do the operation health check in Kwakwa. You know, all those women that they don't even know their status, they don't even know if they have any disease that can be deadly or stuff like that. We are planning on taking nurses into the villages to see how they can take their blood tests, try to advise them on how to live their life, their diet and stuff like this. We don't need people to come and give us money to do that. We are already doing it. If you see that it's a good project, cool. Come and see how you can assist in us. Don't give us the money. Somebody can decide that, okay, you people are going to Kwakwa, you are going to do this. Okay.
Why are you not going to Manfe? You're only going to Kwakwa.
We go to places that we know the people's predicaments. I cannot go to Manfe because in Manfe, for me to go to Manfe now, I have to I'll start walking house to house. Please, is there any person suffering here? And please.
That's the chief of Manfe right in front of you.
Forget about him.
We are not suffering in Manfe, we are doing okay.
No. There's anyway, that's a different topic.
There's suffering in Kwakwa.
You see, no, they're suffering everywhere. Even in UK, we suffer. This is not life we're living here.
You and who?
This is not life.
You and who?
Okay, Eno was not like this. Look at his just now. Look at his stomach.
You and who?
You understand?
You and who?
What's behind this? You know, say this is not life.
If I fly my ship here. if I fly my ship here.
So
I'll audit. I will come and audit. I will come and audit your NGO. When I audit your NGO, then we'll know. When I come and audit your NGO, then I'll know if I'm adding the list of fraudsters.
So you're saying, you say, I don't know, caricature.
Living life. You are living life. You spray money club in Cameroon.
Who's going to spray money in club? Am I you?
Anyways, who is doing that nonsense?
Anyway, we want to thank everyone for watching. We've come to the end of this episode. And do you have anything to add? Or
all of those people operating fake angels, God will punish you. All of you, God will punish you very, 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 very.
I support
harshly.
that. I support it.
Yeah.
Oh my
because
God.
NGOs was something that's supposed to be very nice. Was something that's supposed to help in the development of our societies. But unfortunately, so many people are using it to run illegal operations, are using it to run money laundering operations, and are using it to do their own benefits.
So tell me the last time we were our brother's keeper.
Avoid doing things like that. And I wish you God's blessings. Peace.
Yep.